And God called the dry land earth, and the waters he called seas. Then at his command the earth brought forth grass and herbs and flowers and trees. The night fell on the third day. At dawn on the fourth day, there was already a new creation. The sun. It warmed and fed the land like God himself. And when the evening came on the fourth day, the Lord God unveiled the stars and sailed the moon out between the clouds.
And on the fifth day?
God said, "Let the waters bring forth living creatures that move and have life." Still there was no sound but the wind, until, by the evening of the fifth day, the sea and the sky were alive with new creatures, plunging and wheeling in their element. On the sixth day, God made all the living creatures that live on the earth. To crown his work, God said, "I will create man and woman. Let them be made in the image of God, their creator." Their names were Adam and Eve, created to revel in their God, to love and enjoy each other forever.
And on the seventh day?
God rested perfect. But Lucifer was not satisfied. As close to God as he could be, he wanted more.
I will be greater. I will step further. Only one of 1,000,000. Yes! Above the stars of God himself, I will be as the Most High.
Your pride will be brought down to the grave.
I cannot die.
You can long to die, and you will.
Michael, do not stand in my way.
Down, Lucifer. Down to hell!
Adam and Eve were free. They walked in a teeming world, wishing to see nothing but this, wishing to be nothing but themselves. The world was glad. When evening cooled the garden, the Lord God spoke with them, walked with them. Now, in the middle of the garden, the Lord God planted a tree. It was laden with blossom and fruit, but it was different from every other tree he had made.
This garden is yours. Taste and eat of all that is in it, except the fruit of this one tree, the tree of all knowledge, evil as well as good. Bite into that fruit, and on that day, death will begin to hunt you down.
We will obey.
What can prevent us?
This pain, the burning, the agony. I must be free! I am Lucifer, the son of the morning. I will not dance at the throne of God. I will topple it. Let God fear me.
Adam was at the riverside when Eve woke. She walked through the garden to find him. Not fearful. Why should she be?
Eve. Eve, my child.
You are the serpent.
And you are the loveliest thing in a perfect garden. If only you knew it.
I do know it now. You have told me.
Will you pick some fruit for us?
Here.
Not peaches today.
What then?
Something rare and delicate. There, in the middle.
No, not that.
No. Doesn't it make your mouth water? And the scent of it?
We may pick of any of the fruits of the garden.
Well, of course.
Except those. Those we must not touch. The Lord God has forbidden us.
If God forbids this or that, Eden is no better than a prison.
No, we are free.
Well, if God has said you are free, then be free. Pick and eat.
But if we eat the fruit of that tree, we will die.
You will not die. Death is a big word. You don't understand it. But you could understand everything. Don't you want to be like that God you love so much?
Like God? Yes.
But you would rather be a slave. Does such a God need slaves?
He asks for obedience.
And would God have put the tree in the garden if it truly brought death?
I cannot argue with God.
Unless you taste the fruit.
Why do I feel the world pulling against me? The air is thick.
Perfection.
Cover yourself.
From you or from God?
What have we done?
What are we to do?
And the slow creep of death into their flawless world was fearful.
The world shifts. Busy.
I saw you once, whole, perfect. Now there are splinters in my eyes.
Light. Harsh light. The day is at my throat. Are we dying?
What is it to die?
Escape from God. We must escape.
Adam, Eve, tell me why you are hiding.
We are
naked.
You have always been naked. Why are you ashamed? You have eaten the fruit, my single commandment, and you have broken it.
The serpent reasoned with me. He made me listen.
We had no argument.
I did not give you the burden of understanding, only of obedience.
Something is gone. Something I knew.
That is a pain never to be shed. It is the mirror of mine. I feel the sting of your future and mine. Possessor, shape-shifter. I know you. hunt and be hunted. Crawl forever, dragged in dust, breaker of brightness. I made you a world, now make your own. And will you curse me when it has no purpose, no beauty? The serpent has shed its skin. You must put on skins if you are ashamed. There is consolation in all that lies unused in your hearts. There will always be the memory of a memory. And there will be a way back.